Look at these two sentences. I will go to the party, and I would go to the party. One word changed, will to would. But look what happened to the meaning. The first one, I'm going. The second one, I'm not going. Yes, I would go usually means you are not going. I know that makes no sense right now. Hold on to that confusion. By the middle of this video, it'll be obvious because under every use of would, and there are several, there's just one simple idea. Let's find it. Start with will. Will is the real future. It's actually going to happen. Take a plain verb, go, put will in front. I will go. It never changes. I, you, he, she, we, they, all the same. No extra S. It will rain tonight. I'll call you tomorrow. We will be there. Real things, rolling toward you. That's will. So where does would come from? It comes from will itself. Here's the secret that ties it all together. Would is just will, taking one step back from real and now. And you can step back in two directions. You can step back in time to talk about the past. That's still real. It just already happened. Or you can step back out of reality into things that are imaginary or simply more polite. Two directions, one step back. Keep this picture in your head. Everything would does lives here. Let's take both paths. Let's take the step that confuses people most, stepping out of reality. This is the heart of will versus would. I will go is real. It's happening. I would go is unreal. It is not happening. Same verb, go. One is in the world. One is only in your head. So let's finally answer the question from the start. Why does I would go mean I'm not going? Because would always carries a blocker. Something stops it from being real. Listen, I would go to the party if I were free, but I'm not free, so I'm not going. Or I would go, but I have other plans. Again, something is in the way, so I'm not going. That little would is a signal to the listener. This isn't really happening. There's a condition, and the condition isn't met. That's why I would go quietly means I'm not going. Now, here's something most lessons get wrong. They tell you would always hides an if. Not true. The blocker comes in different shapes. Sometimes it's if. I'd help you if I could. Sometimes it's but. I'd help you, but I'm busy. And sometimes there's no word at all. I'd love to help, and everyone hears the silent but I can't. So don't go hunting for the word if, just feel the block. With would, something is always standing between you and reality. This shows up most clearly in if sentences. Compare these two. If it rains, I will stay home. That's a real chance. It honestly might rain. So will. Now, if it rained, I would stay home. This one is imaginary. I don't actually expect it to. So would, same situation. Two different worlds. One you expect, one you're only imagining. There's a clue that works every single time. Look at the verb right after if. Present tense, if it rains, pairs with will. Past form, if it rained, pairs with would. And notice the trick. If it rained is not about yesterday. English borrows the past form to mean this is imaginary. Remember the picture? One step back, out of reality. That past shape is the step back. Quick check. If I won the lottery, I blank buy a house. Look at one past form, will or would. Think for a second. You say, I would buy a house. One is the past form, so this is imaginary. You don't really expect to win. Imaginary takes would. This same unreal feeling gives us some of the most useful phrases in English. I would like a coffee. I'd love to travel more. I'd rather stay in tonight. These are your wants and your choices. Why would and not will? Because you're not stating a hard fact. You're reaching for something you wish for or prefer. It's gentle, it's a little unreal, and it sounds polite. Hold that thought. Politeness is coming back. First, the other direction. So far, we stepped out of reality, but remember, would steps the other way too, back in time. And this half is just as important. In fact, this is how it shows up in everyday speech all the time. Here, would is simply the past version of will. The things are real. They just already happen. 3 big ones. First, and this is one of the most common uses of all, repeated actions in the past. When I was a kid, I would walk to school every day. Here would means used to. Something that happened again and again long ago. It's completely real. It really happened. This is core would, not some side note. How do you spot it? The sentence is clearly about the past. When I was a kid every summer, back then. Those past markers tell you it's a memory, not a daydream. Second, refusals in the past. The car wouldn't start this morning. He wouldn't listen to me. Wouldn't here means it refused or just wasn't willing. See the link? Today you'd say the car won't start. Won't is refusing right now. Move it into the past and won't becomes wouldn't. Same idea. One step back in time. Third, reporting what people said. She says, I will come, becomes she said she would come. When the telling happened in the past, will steps back to would. It's the same future she promised. You're just looking at it from later. Real, just past. That's the whole time half of would. There's one last reason to step back. Not into the past, not into imagination, but away from being too direct. And here's the neat part. The same little distance that makes would feel unreal also makes it feel polite. Watch, compare. Will you pass the salt? That's fine, but direct. Would you pass the salt? Softer, more polite, or giving an opinion. That's wrong, sounds hard. I would say that's not quite right, sounds gentle. Why does would soften everything? Because it steps back from right now for real. That tiny step back feels less pushy, and that's exactly what makes it polite. Fast housekeeping. To say no, will not becomes won't, would not becomes wouldn't. For questions, swap the first 2 words. Will you go? Would you go? And the short forms, will shrinks to I'll go. Would shrinks to I'd go. That I'd is sneaky, so train your ear. I'd go is I would go. Now let's practice. Fill in the blanks with will or would. Answer before I do. Pause the video if you need more time. Number 1, I'm exhausted. I think I blank go to bed early. I will go to bed early. This is real. It's happening. So will. Number 2, if I were taller, I blank play basketball. I would play basketball. If I were, that's imaginary. You can't change your height. So would. Number 3, I blank come to your party, but I'm working that night. I would come. Notice, there is no if in the sentence anywhere. The word but is the blocker. Something stops it. So would. Number 4, every summer as kids, we blank swim in the lake. We would swim in the lake. Careful. As kids every summer. That's the past. Here would means used to. A real memory. Number 5. I tried for ages, but the door blank open. The door wouldn't open. It refused to move. In the past. So wouldn't. Number 6. He said, he blank fix it. He said he would fix it. Reporting the future from the past, will becomes would. Number 7, the last one. Make this polite. Blank, you help me carry this. Would you help me carry this? Softer, kinder. That's the polite would. If you got most of these, you've got it. Let's pull it all together. Would is just will taking one step back. Step back out of reality and you get the imaginary and the polite. I would go if I could, or but I'm busy. I'd like a coffee. Would you help me? Step back in time and you get real things from the past. Habits that mean used to. Refusals like the car wouldn't start, and reported speech like she said she would come. Will is real and now. Would is one step back into the past or out of reality. That's the whole map. If this finally made would click, like the video, subscribe, and send it to a friend who's still confused by it. See ya in the next one.